Warning. You are about to watch a program that is setting the standard for YouTube content. We don't charge for access, we don't sell account reviews, and we don't pass the bill to you. YouTube is free, Discord is free, and that's exactly how it should be. Time to level up.
You're watching pressure, not panic, not chaos, just pressure. Because strength doesn't need to shout to be real. Becoming confident, convinced this space should crack. That numbers and noise will be enough, and the first attacks hit the wall the way they always do. But every unit they send, every strike they commit, it isn't breaking anything, it's feeding it. You can see the moment it sets in, when confidence turns into hesitation. So they push harder, more attacks, more resources, more effort stacked on top of bad math. Fires don't start here, they start on the way out. Because this wall wasn't built for highlights, it was built for endurance. Wave after wave, the result stays the same. Because defense here isn't passive, it's patient. This is what happens when pressure meets structure, when noise meets restraint, when ego meets a wall that doesn't care. Welcome to WWC Live.
Welcome into the WWC Little Breakfast with QB. How is everybody today? I guess a little lunch for Europeans out there, huh? That have joined the show. Time all over the world. I should have like a world clock or something displayed with all the people we get out here, with Australia usually popping on, and Europeans. We get everything. So let's check in. Let's check in with our folks here. Ant, welcome in. Welcome in this morning. Shout out to 670. Brian, welcome in, buddy. Man Cub, good to see you. Hulk Crash, shout out to 1604. Always good to see Hulk Crash. Farmer Nibs, welcome in. They're taking fish grounds, blocking the wetlands. Fights are able to happen in week 3. Wish they didn't change, but what you wish? What didn't change? What do you wish didn't change? Well, so just to let you know what's up today, we are going to, take some things, do some things here and there on Discord. So I'll be in and out for the first little bit as we go through the morning fight window, if you will. And we got count reviews. We'll go over some battle reports, some summary of the week, go over stuff, answer some Q&A. Interesting lineup we have coming up, too, for a global expedition that I wanted to show everybody the results of, which for Kim. So look forward to that coming up. But yeah, bro, missiles team still good. Yes. Yeah, missile team's still good. I mean, right now, Listen, it depends on what you are. Free to play, low spend. Like, is missile team still good for number 2? Is the missile team still good for your first? Yeah, missile team's still good. It's fantastic. But Tesla's Awakening didn't open yet, so in the beginning of season 6, Tank takes the lead, and then now Air. I mean, this last Air that we saw from Diva's Awakening looks incredibly good. So, and once Tesla Awakening opens up, we test that out a little bit. But what's really the benefit of having these multiple teams as you move forward is going to be your ability to do different mix squads. So not only is it incredibly important for fighting in your wall, and I don't even mean you don't have to be the same as your number 1 team. It's just if you have a decent number 2 that can hold off some people, you're fighting people within your realm, right? I am. I go above my head sometimes, but if you're really fighting, you're trying, who you can beat and who you can't, or who you can be competitive with and who you can't. So what a wall is going to help you do is be a little bit more competitive than what you're used to being right now. So if you're fighting, let's say 60 million, 55 million, something within that realm, let's say you're in there and you're like, hey, I can beat people. If I'm countering, I can beat people who are, I'm 55. I can beat somebody who's 60 or 59. I know I can hang with, I'm a main tank. I know I can hang with another missile that is about 4 million ahead of me. And I know if somebody is the same as me or about 3 million behind me, I can't hang with their air, right? So let's say that's who you are. You know that. You know who you're hanging. So what a wall's going to do for you is now put you in play with that air team that could whoop you before. So that's really what a second team's going to do, is it's going to put you in play for that. Now the stronger tank teams that you couldn't be before, now it puts you in play in those fights. And you don't always lose as many troops as you think with your second on your wall. Sometimes you might lose an extra 500 troops or something. It's not that big a deal. It actually saves you because you prevent your wall from being burnt. You prevent from losing the drill ground troops because you're not on fire. So the hospital could be healed by your alliance. That's no big deal. And those are the things that you start to learn. You're like, oh, I'm losing these troops, but you know what? I'll just throw them in my hospital. My team's all on because everybody's fighting, and the hospital gets healed so fast. Damn, I can just sit here and take this from this person. That's what a second does. It changes the way that you can fight. You feel more able to fight in some of these battles, some of the things you do. You're not going to get in the mud. You're 55 million. It's not like I'm saying, oh, I'm going to get a wall, and now I'm going to go pop in the mud and sit there. It's not the same. You know what I mean? It's a little different. But you will be able to fight in more fights as you continue to progress. So that's why I say, even if it's a second team that's a little bit weaker and you're able to put on there, it helps you. It really takes. So I think a lot of these, when you say, is missile good? 100% it's good, especially, if you're sitting there as a tank squad and you're like, man, I need a second team. Missile's fantastic. But it's good as a main squad as well. But as you get to mix in, that brings me around to say, like, the mix squads that you're able to put in when you're doing things, use, like, I was just throwing McGregor in with tank squad, and it was working. It was working good. Like, I was just testing it at least to see how it would work and stuff. So there's things that we can try and test when we have these things mixing up. Another perfect thing would be, as you move forward, people are constantly saying, yeah, Lucius, I'm going to mix Lucius in and stuff. The problem is when you're, let's say, free to play low spender, and you're seeing all these people use something like Lucius, and let's say you're a tank missile. You're like, hey, I'm not using Lucius anyway. Good that I can lift his exclusive weapon up and now I can use him. The thing you have to factor in and be careful of is don't get sucked in that all of a sudden Lucius is going to work for you the same way it does for everybody else. So if you put him in and you go, man, this Lucius thing sucks, it doesn't work like everybody's showing, that's probably because your chips for your air aren't being used in the battle now, right? Your mastery for air isn't up the same way that everybody else's air mastery might be. So Lucius becomes weaker when that happens. if your exclusive weapon isn't as high as a lot of people that are mixing in Lucius, it might be Lucius 30 that they're mixing in. So I wouldn't necessarily that's okay for you to tee off and go, well, I'm gonna lift Lucius to 30. That's a lot of exclusives for a free to play low spend who's trying to work on a first team. I'd rather see you do it on a second team than try to dive into somebody like Lucius who you're only going to use every once in a while for a mix-in. You know? So some of the mix stuff helps, but I think it's better to focus on that second team. And that's why I often, when I give the advice, I say, don't even worry about the third team. Treat it as a collector. It's a collector team. Put everything into your first, and then just treat it as once your bucket is full, the overage goes to that second team. There you go. So that'll help. All right. Waiting to begin. Couple minutes to go. I didn't get my prints from yesterday. I don't know. Let me see what I got for, by the way, my honor points. Oh, I got 3. Cool. I think I'm gonna here. I have 18 prints. I right now for my tank squad, I almost have my full. I could probably show it better in 3v3. I almost have my full gear. Oh, I'll come back to that. We're going to attack, which means I got to switch my tactic cards. We're going to do tactic cards. We're going to do base demolition. Because we're going to destroy. And this needs to be missile. I think, oh, we're not destroying tonight. I don't know why I was thinking we were destroying. TikTok. All right, let me answer your questions while we're waiting. You're taking pitching grounds playing yeah, agreed to be. I take your second team EWs to level 20. So you can at least unlock your awakening. Agreed. Verifying QB, wish you could watch. Ant, I wish I could too. Ant. Violet, welcome in. I got everything 4 stars on my main, but Lucius Gun, which is 2 stars. Would it be better to get that 4 stars or move to my second squad? I feel like the gun would only be used for Cobalt. I agree. So Violet, I do agree with you. However, I don't know if you're free to play low spend. What I still try to do is I do. You're right that you're more beneficial to have dots on your second team for, I don't know, like if you're air, right, then you're probably tank is your second team. So let's say Kim or Stetman or somebody like that's going to be better to have the gun on your second team, or even your defense on your second team. But I'll tell you this: when you're free to play low spend, mid spend, I wouldn't mess around. I'd take any little bit I could get to strengthen my first team. So I'd fill out all my prints on my first team and max everybody else. I do it last. That's if you look at my teams, and I'll just show you, like for tank, you can see like for Kim's gear, you can see Kim is all geared out on my tank team. This is my third team that I'm filling out the gear on. And so you can see this is the only one I have prints left to do. I filled out Kim, done. You look at Stetman, I filled out gear, done. The only reason Stetman is with 3, excuse me, the only reason Stetman is with 3 is because I need him a little weaker, so Kim gets the awakening skill. This will go to 4 once I can get Kim's attack up. Okay, let's look at Marshall. Look at Marshall, all geared out, all done. So what's left? Well, I've left no gun on Murphy, and I've left no gun on Williams. I filled everything else out. So now, and it wouldn't matter if this was my first or second, now I will fill in the gear on Williams and Murphy's gun and get the dots to push that up. Now, sometimes the hate goes a little bit too far. So let's look at a quick battle report from yesterday. Okay, so let's look at this. So who is this a good fight? Yeah, okay. So you can see here that although we say, and man, this is a bad example of a battle. I see if I fought with my air or my tank here. Okay, so here's my tank squad. I'd rather do air though. Do I have any air battles? Yeah, there we go. So 69, this is 45.5. This isn't a full, it's probably Mercenary Factory when I was full. Okay, so this is a good battle to show. So although you look at a battle and you may think like, oh, you're not getting anything out of defense, right? So why would I raise any prints or whatever? True, but you still get something out of defense as you add the prints. So sometimes the hate goes too far. It's still your first team, and you're trying to make it as strong as humanly possible, especially you're free to play low spend. So look at Carly. Carly's still getting 7.8 million damage. So it's nowhere near my other heroes that I'm really worried about from an offensive perspective. But, oh, hold on. All right. Sorry, guys. Told you it was going to be in and out this morning. False alarm. But I could at any moment have to jump off. Excuse me, back at it again. All right, let me find my next target. right. Continue to hop around, everybody. This is you're at 118. This is kind of what you get. So you get full support is what you're getting for all alliances around 118. So you see us jumping around. Sometimes it's just supporting our entire server. Where All right, guys. It has been it's chaos right now. So hang in. I gotta go back, forth, back, forth. It's been crazy busy morning. So um we'll have to talk about why this happens and what sort of season six, what everybody's going through. It's really like everybody in all alliances that are going through very similar thing. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of strategy, but it's also a lot of bouncing. So that's why you'll see me bounce around. We're gonna have an amazing conversation after all this is done about season six. This is crazy. Good stuff. All right. My God. This is wow. We're gonna have to start our breakfast of QB a little bit later because it can't even predict like necessarily where you're going to be, what you're going to do. There's too much communication, coordination. If you're actually trying to do season 6, we'll talk about this in like 15 minutes. Um, but right now, it is absolutely wild. Um, hey, Bun Bun. Good morning, Bun Bun. This is wild. They're really tame. Discord chat is pretty tame. Oh, okay. Man, you get like a bunch of adrenaline ready to go here, go there, do all this fighting. You got to be fast. We'll see. I'll tell you, the people that are organizing in R4, R5 this year, this season, if you don't like to be busy and you don't like planning and strategy and work because you have too much going on or you have too much like in your life to be able to do it, just opt out of R4. Just give up R5 for the season because it's a crazy amount of work that's going into the planning and the organizing and the moving and the coordinating within your server. It is unreal in season 6. But the strategies. All right. So organizing right now. Crazy. Oh, Bun Bun's gonna pop on. It's cool. Love having Bun Bun on. What up, Ant? Uh
I like the oops.
What up, bud? Can you hear me?
Yes.
No? Can't hear you, bud.
Yes.
Why?
How about
Is
now?
that me?
I don't know.
I think so.
Is it me?
Hold on, bud. Let me see if I can fix that. Hold on a second. I think I got it. Maybe. Got it. Let me try it now.
Okay. So now we're good.
You are through, but oh, yeah. Hold on a second. I can't hear you. It's like, but you are on. They can hear you.
I love that you can't hear me.
They can hear you, but I can't hear you. But I will in a minute.
Okay, guys. Now, while he can't hear me, let's say all the things we dislike about QB, okay? You guys game for that? No? Okay. Also, I have been awake for 2 hours, and I don't recommend it to anyone. And QB is doing QB things, so we can't see anything that he's actually doing. I decided to have a cupcake for breakfast, guys. Health, you know? He's gonna like play this back and be so confused. I just went on my 104 base, okay? And last night we had a thing, it was like midnight for the attack, and Stickman was there. So the alliance I'm
Man,
in 104 is
man's wild.
basically 3v1, like three versus us. I got Ash so many times because we just took like troops off the wall and we're just like sending everything.
10,
Uh,
9:30 to chaos ends.
so my base, I went to bed with it, low on health and just shielded it. And I woke up, went back on, and it has already been in places, and it once again is low on health and low on troops. It looks like I just don't even come here. I don't know this base actually. It is really hard for QB to be in the types of chats he's in to strategize and stuff for the season and also be on live. So it's definitely different during season than off season for him. Since I don't screen share, I can open all my stuff without any issues of exposing the national secrets. But yeah, since he can't really open DMs with strategies or like chat with strategies or anything like that, he has to keep kind of exiting his screen and then he's trying to stay super focused on what they're asking of him. So he also would prefer to be ranting right now. I mean, who wouldn't want to be ranting at this hour? Okay, let's look at my battle reports. Oh, and this new fun thing that people are doing, they're sending me their battle reports. And they're like, you should share these with QB. I don't know if you guys know, but when you share a battle report in game, it can't really be forwarded. Like it can only go to that one person unless you guys have figured out a way around that. Yeah. So unfortunately, I haven't figured out a way around that. So they'll share their reports like, oh, QB would like to see this. And I'm like, probably. I'm not him though. Okay. You guys all know that I picked him because she's prettiest. So not exactly picking my heroes and squad based off like skill level. That's a good thing. I can't let you guys see my alliance chat. You'd be like, what is happening? Oh, good news. I have let's see, 2,394 protectors waiting and 2,150 ready to go. So
Thank you, Vulture. Vulture, the guy. I was hitting the guy, and I'm like going basically even with him, and then Vulture comes over, who's absolutely absurdly strong. I'll show you where Vulture. Vulture.
people that are in season 6, how are you liking the shades of blue for the houses? Because it's stressing me out. Like, why are there like red, blue, yellow? Only primary colors for bases. And I'm like, why is this person here? Why are they this color? I don't know who they are. You know, it's stressful for me. Too many people. So 96 is not in my grouping, and they decide to come over and I guess like hit our alliance and stuff during land last night and today. And that part about the season kind of stresses me out. Like I know it's a war game, but when you already have a grouping of 4 versus 4, and then you have like people's friends coming over or like their verses and they're hitting you too because they're like, oh, I can get kills there. It's too many for me. Oh yeah, I noticed that too about the bases, and it stressed me. I was like, wait, why are they red? And there's like really too many things to keep up with as far as 2 factions, plus who you have a pact with, plus your verses. I'm like, we need more colors. You would think that they could like put in orange. Like, why can't orange be like this alliance is in a pact with somebody, in your faction, because it's like between enemy and like just hanging out. Or purple. I would love to see purple. Are you guys liking having pacts with other alliances? I have found that it's a little bit frustrating for coordination issues. I like that everyone's probably in a battle right now. They're like, hold on, Don. We must focus. Oh, also, if you are in your verses, if you get an alliance that's in your grouping and you go to port over, it's still you still have to do a cooldown. Unlike when it's like a regular versus and you can just go and go back to like, clean up your hive. And I think that's kind of annoying too. I'm talking to Ducky right now. Um, because basically we're a little frustrated with 96's actions right now. Because like they have their own stuff going on. They don't need to come over here. I don't need them to visit me. I'm good. I have enough people that are trying to fight us. And also I need price reduction on ports because I think I've spent like 20K in gems on ports within the last like day. It is so quiet when QB's not talking because you can even like hear him breathing.
I can hear you now, bud.
Oh man,
Holy
guys,
cow.
we can't talk. You can't actually watch this one back because I was trash talking you the whole time.
You were trash talking who? Who were you?
You the whole time. I was
Oh,
like, let's
okay.
talk about QB while he can't hear me.
That's okay. I'm all right with it. I mean, it is. I cannot tell you how much chaos it was. Like an hour of chaos. I swear, for this season 6 battles, you just have to. You can't do anything. I mean, if you the problem with the live is that you're going to locations, you're trying to beat other teams there, and so they don't know where you are necessarily. Like as soon as you start disappearing and going somewhere, they're saying, where did they go? Where'd they go? Where are they? Where are they? So it's almost like you don't want to give up locations for season 6 because everything happens so fast. It's way different than it's way different than season 5 was. Like season 5 had a lot of this because of the banks and different things you were trying to do, but you can really see where everybody was in season 5. There were very close banks. You knew where kind of people's plan was and the organization that was happening. In season 6, there's pacts that you can make. So you can literally jump and actually help different teams in different spots. And you're trying to reset places and defend the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, maybe ranked alliance on different servers. So when you think about it, you have at the same time in the same hour, you have 6 teams that are active on your server. You have 6 teams that are active on the third server, the second server, and everything's being coordinated by like R5s and different things. So you have people that are on chat trying to push people in different spots, and it's mayhem, absolute mayhem, because you're trying to understand what the other side is doing, where are they going on the map and what they're doing. And so like I can show you kind of where the map is right now, and how many different, you can just see like how many different pieces of property there are.
You literally, there's no way to even expand the map to see it all because the
No, like,
colors are
ex-
just so bad.
right, right. And you're 100%, and I can't even, the map is so big, like up in this right corner. I'm just showing you this little rectangle, and there's just land everywhere. So when you think about season 6, like you have so many properties that are expiring, and it's not just your team, you're trying to help your server. So you're helping 5 different teams who have the other servers that are attacking them, and your properties all coming up at the same time, where they're attacking, where they're trying to land their place. And you're trying to also factor in how many captures do they have? Well, did they use these captures? Did they use that capture? You know, like, there's so many things to factor in to what you're doing. And then in addition, these packs make it so interesting because you can have somebody that's all the way over here, but if they're in a pack with somebody over here, they can actually help them. So you have people like removing their packs and then putting a new pack on. And then there's certain property that you want. So like, let's say, I don't know, let's say, for example, I wanted to get here. Like we ended up, we were going to attack, you know, something somewhere over here. I don't know, let's just say. And this was your only connection for this alliance to get to them. All of a sudden, this little square becomes so important because they're the connector to get to this alliance. So now you may be over here worrying about all this different land and not taking into account that that little square you needed for a connector to fight in the next fight window. And you got to keep that up. So just think about that's why I said from an R4, R5 perspective, you honestly need to take account of all property that's on the map that's about to come up. You have your game plan for your alliance, right? So you have your game plan for your alliance. You have to understand all your property that's going to come up. Then you have your other servers, which are going to help. You have to game plan where do you want them and what property do you want. Then you have to look at where properties do they have coming up, and do you want to lose that property, right? Because you have to protect that property as well. Then you have to factor in all the other alliances in the server because you can't just worry about yourself. You have to understand who's really a threat. Oh, they have 2 captures today. Then you know you don't have to worry about them anymore. So it's just incredibly complex. And everything happens on a dime because you can't possibly know what the other side's strategy is or what they're going after. So although you did all this planning and although you know what your plan is, it could change on a dime as far as who you're helping and what. Like for right there, I just used, I think like 20 teleports. I think I just used.
Cheap, super cheap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy, but you're here, and then it's like, oh, over here, over here. So yeah, it's wild. It's wild. So I said this season, get out of R405 if you don't want this.
So last season, QB, we were allowed to we kind of were able to plan enough ahead that we could surround things better. Yeah. This season, if we surround things too soon, then they just change their plan to mess with you. So you literally can't port until the last minute. And for people who like to get a good spot or be directly in the mud or do this, they're struggling with waiting for the go sign. I'm like, guys, when it's time to move, they'll tell us. Okay. Yeah. We just gotta wait.
Amazing point. So you're 100% right. In season 5, it's that one property that you really needed to guard against, and you were just fighting against one faction, right? So it's just, or not even a faction. You were fighting against one alliance who might be getting help from somebody else, and you had that one bank to worry about. Okay, guys, big bank fight happening at blah, blah, blah. You're 100% right that there is you're not just camping out on necessarily one place. You may be staying at one place because you're throwing a diversion tactic to end up someplace else. Or, you don't know what your plan is necessarily going to be until it happens in season 6. And sometimes you're splitting. To your point, you can't all be in one place because you have a bunch of people over here helping your serve. And let me just take a step back too and just say, this is for 118. When you come to 118, all the servers are being defended. So there was chat last night. It was funny. In our world chat, I wish I could pop it up and show you guys the world chat from last night. There was a team on 193 that was very angry at us. I don't know how much. How far do I got to go back? Oh, maybe I get it.
Oh my gosh, it's probably so far away.
It's
There's
really
probably
not.
eggs there,
No, I'm
birthday
already in.
things.
I'm already in last night's. I'm already
Okay, so
here.
you guys don't talk that much. But
Not in
also,
world chat.
are you sure that's the right world chat?
Yeah.
Because like, which server did it happen in?
This is a fair point. You want to know what's funny? Right now, I don't even remember where I am. I just went to. I was in 3 or 4 different servers. So you're right. You're right. I don't think.
Yeah, I just messaged Stacy and I said, "Where's home?" And they're like, "Bun, it's this flag right now." And I'm like, "Perfect, I'll come there." Because we're all over the place. And somebody's trying to do rallies, and I'm like, "What server are you in?"
What was it? 20. It would have been 23. So if it was here, it would have been like around here. Oh yeah, no, this is it. It's there. It's there, Bun. I'm in the right place. So you can see, like, look at this, guys. This is an example of like 118, right? Fight on your own, DKTZ, and I am. Stop relying on Daddy UXW to bail you out. Right? Like, nobody's bailing anybody out. It's your own server. When you live on this server, we're protecting our own. So you're the one who's picking the fight with them, and you're like, you want them to just lose. It's not, it's not going to happen. Like, we actually care about our own. So,
to be fair, I would also call Doberman Daddy.
And then
I'd be yes, Daddy's here.
Listen. So this person says, "You're everyone's daddy. We can't compete with you, Peanut, or nor UXW. But it's a shame that we can't have a fair fight against either DKTZ or IAM." Listen, when you were in season 5 and we were talking about fair fights, that was other servers that were making handshake agreements to go help each other to split rewards, right? Mm-hmm. This is, you're protecting your own server. Like, of course you're going to protect your. Well, do people argue in kill event like, "Hey, I'm trying to burn your server up and you keep interfering. Like, allow us to burn any team we want. Like, you're not allowed." Come on, you're protecting your own server. I don't know what you're used to on your own server. Like, maybe you're just used to caring about your own team and you're not worried about caring about all the alliances. But this is why I will show you in the moments. There's a reason why our picture, and we talk about in the server transfer link, we talk about family in 118. And that's why we made the picture. These aren't all UXW people. These are all the teams, and this is leadership from all the different teams. R4 and leadership who's there. So, yeah, it's going to be that way when you're fighting 118. Like, the part of the game plan is to help all the alliances, not just one. So
I think it's okay to help your own server. It's okay to help your own faction. Mm-hmm. My issue is that when you factor in your verses or whoever else can get to that part of the map, I have Stickman 96 coming to 104 and helping again, like going against us in battles. They're not in our grouping.
Right.
I don't know these people. Why are you here? Why are you touching me?
And go away. I agree, Bun. I've gotten a bunch of messages about that, about how it's unfair that you allow the versus kill event opponent in to fight. I don't disagree with it. Like, I think, listen, the off season, we're trying to create as much fighting as humanly possible. I can tell you, season 6 doesn't need any help. Season 5 didn't really need any help, to be honest with you. If you didn't have handshake agreements, you didn't need any help. Season 6 does not need any help. You don't need versus opponents to be able to go and help you on. I'll tell you where else. Server versus server wars. You shouldn't allow versus opponents to interfere with server versus server wars. That's another one that I don't. The game needs to really figure out. Like, it's a severe issue.
It's bad. Yeah. It's bad. And then as adults, I mean, because majority of players in this game are adults, leadership is going to a leadership team like, "Hey, can we have a truce for this time?" And then you have players who will not read, not read, I know, shocking, the alliance announcement or the mail or chat that says, like, do not hit our verses. You know, we have a truce with them during this event.
Yep.
And they'll go over there. And then you have to deal with like all this diplomatic stuff. And you're like,
Yeah.
guys, how do you need to go over there for fights when we literally have 15 happening in our server right now?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I have never liked the fact that verses could come over and either be for you, against you, or whatever. But
Yeah.
it's very frustrating
I
because
mean,
like 96 isn't even our verses. I don't
yeah, I
know whose they
agree.
are. They just appeared.
I 100% agree with you. I think it's also, what are we going to cry over spilt milk? It's been this way since day one in regards to, like the server versus server stuff. Everybody's making deals and having kill event opponents. I will say this though, what ends up happening is when you burn a team, they remember who you are and that you burn them. And it could come back to haunt you at the worst possible time. So all things are in your favor right now, but this game has a long memory. And so in 2 seasons, they remember that you happen to pop in on some random kill event that didn't even matter to you, to be honest with you. And now an entire server is effing you up for no reason 2 seasons later because it comes back to haunt you because they owe you one. So sometimes it's just not worth it. You know what I mean? Like your entire team. And then they're pissed off. They're like, oh, you're interfering. Yeah, well, that's because you did 2 seasons ago. So
And that
sometimes it's
happens a
not worth
lot,
it.
guys. Like those who are in newer servers, I know that you're thinking like, I'm the toughest, I'm the biggest, I'm the baddest. I promise you, there is always someone bigger that is going to come for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay? So make friends. Try not to make every single other server and alliance upset. And just, keep a nice, honest communication between you because people do remember. Um,
Mm,
800 days later, and people are still remembering things.
yeah. Um, Interesting. So who was Stickman helping? Who was 96 helping over on your side?
That's what we're unsure about. Obviously, the battles last night were late and crazy, and I
Mm-hmm.
was contemplating if I wanted to scream. We were against, looking at reports, I'm like, we were against 171 EVX, because I think we were helping out our pact people. I don't know, because again, land is super confusing. And all of a sudden, I see Stickman's chords get posted in AC, and I'm like, what is bro doing here? Like, we're all unshielded because we're just trying to fight as much as best we can. So we're easy pickings for
Yeah.
anyone that's a big bad wolf. And then more of them started appearing. I'm like, who invited these yellow bases here?
Yeah.
Where did they come from, and why are they hitting me? I did so much ruin removal. We
Look,
have fought with 171, 126, 96. Um, like, I don't think that my drill grounds have, like, I don't know. They're hurting. They look sad. I'm
yeah.
sad for them.
Well, you have to use your battle cards to preserve those there, bun.
Um, did I? You didn't. You couldn't hear me. I got ashed so
Yeah.
many times last night.
Yeah.
And that was like with troops off the wall, everything. Like I, use my hospitals to their full advantage, use the medical card, use my ICU. I have the right battle card, but I only have 3 squads on this base, and they are like the same strength as like my base in
Mm.
787.
All right.
So
So you're talking about your 104 account anyway. I
yeah,
got
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I got you.
787 still has 9 or 8 days
Yes, you were
until
saying
we
2
start the
weeks.
season.
To start the preseason or start the season?
We're in preseason right
Oh,
now.
okay, yeah, because that's a bunch of
So yeah,
bullshit. The preseason's a bunch of bullshit.
it's the dumbest thing. And like
It's
we're
really
in
bad. It's
the
really bad.
daily gift week, and it's like the gifts are
Yeah.
like, here's
Yeah.
150 stam, and I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, last war.
Yeah.
That's going to help me so much.
You have about
Okay.
like 2 hours of an entire week that are season related. Like it just doesn't matter. Like you're in this preseason and you just feel like you're in the off season. It's just dumb. It's just, let's be honest, it's just it doesn't matter. Just start the season already. We really, by the way, what are we people waiting for tickets outside for Taylor Swift? Like who needs 2 weeks to prepare for this event? Like just let it go. Start it up. You only need a few
I mean,
days to understand.
it's so bad. It's so bad because everyone's like, "Okay, so what are we doing when it starts?" And it's like, we obviously have our faction picked out.
Yeah.
Then leadership's looking into who to ally with and like
Yeah.
who to possibly make future pacts with and stuff. And I'm like, honestly, we don't need 2 weeks to plan that because like if you're in a good alliance, you're gonna ally with another good alliance because
Yeah.
you want good communication and stuff like that. Um,
But season 6, you
based
can't. It
on
doesn't matter. You're not going to ally with any. Like you have a faction, so faction
yeah.
versus faction. So there is no like you're picking your allies. It's automatically picked for you. So that's what I mean. Like they play this game in the beginning for the first week. Like, oh, you guys have a choice. Like, oh, we're going to do a coin toss. But who gives? Like, you can just start the season and tell everybody, hey, okay, the game flipped the coin, and you are this and you are that, and that's it. And then you can fast forward through a whole week. It's not necessarily planning and like you only need a week. You can get to know everybody, you can talk to everybody, you can plan the map, you can see where everybody is. Once you know, because you already know it's 1 versus 3, you already have all that data. So you can start like day one giving people that and fast forward. It's just dragging it out. And
Well,
there's
they didn't even open up our like clan chats yet, like what our faction chats are yet.
no, you won't believe me.
Like we don't have that chat channel yet. So we can't even do that type of planning. I'm like, what is the point of this information if we can't do anything with
Right.
it?
Yeah, that's my point. Is like week one is really like, I mean, you're spoon feeding people. Just it's just to drag it out, to make this season longer. But it's like, guys, come on. You're in the off season. You got to prep to be into the season. You got to be saving the troops. You got to be saving your resources, your speed ups, all that stuff. You should have already done that weeks before. Like you don't just all of a sudden start week one and go, oh, I guess I need to get ready for the season now. You
Mm.
have to be doing that way before. Like if you use
And the
diamonds or
thing,
speed ups in like Canyon Storm, Desert Storm ever, stop. Just don't do it like a month before. Just,
the thing that you had that we haven't had, and I'm not sure what's going to come this week, is we did not have Meteor this week. And I know that your server
interesting.
had it.
Yes.
Yeah. So not only do they like,
Interesting.
once you guys get into the season, they like
Yeah.
speed up how quickly they're releasing it.
Yeah.
But then they like take away events that I think that you guys get because they're
Yeah.
like, nah, they're fine without. And I'm like, well, I
Well,
wasn't gonna play anyway.
I think like that's a great meteorite. Taking meteorite away is taking away rewards, which is unfortunate because the rewards are good. But then you have to look at the flip side of it. How many people are sitting in meteorite like losing a crap ton of troops before they need them all to even know what they're doing? But I'll tell you this: even for a free to play low spend, right? The people that I'm talking about saving your diamond, saving your speed up, I'm not talking a free to play low spend about that anyway. They're not sitting there using a shit ton of diamonds in Desert Storm and Canyon Storm. That's for your heavy R5, R4 heavy hitters on your alliances. The free to play low spend, you'll have plenty of time to get troops because you shouldn't be losing a lot of troops in the first week of the season, killing zombies, or the first two. You should have your main alliance helping you do that are ahead of you on resistance. You should be running one hero squads for zombie. Conserve your troops. There's no need for you, if you're weaker, to lose troops on zombies. Except the small ones. Like the small ones you got to kill on your own. But just don't go crazy and go way above your level. It's all good. Like just have your alliance help you with the bigger ones. One hero squads. Just run those. Just ask in the alliance chat, hey, who has the resistance to help me? And then they'll do it. Because I'll tell you what, once the resistance is up for anybody, they kill it easy. They don't lose any troops killing half those zombies, until you get to above your pay grade, and then you're then you're losing. Then everybody's burning troops for no reason. But
What are you thinking about the chests that we get for rewards?
oh my god, they're these show you.
Like the gold ones or whatever they are.
Do you mean the ones that
like
the ones that have the green toupee on top?
Yeah, I think those. Yeah, yeah.
Right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Are you referring to?
Yeah,
They're
I was
amazing.
like, what is this?
They're amazing chests. So first of all, so if you look at like I'll open one of them right here and show you that you can see here from one of these chests you get 10,000 rainforest mushrooms, but you actually get 4 of them. So you get 40,000 mushrooms, and then you get 20,000 spores from just one chest. And so I was talking about this before because it takes forever for you to try to lift up your totems. And the totems are so expensive.
Why are they so expensive?
Well, so this is what I'm factoring. So first, these are really expensive, right? So you can do this. I'm still 10 hours. It calculates for you to tell you how long it's going to take at your current production rate to get. It'll be 10 hours. Basically, right now, it's taking around a day per level of totem to lift up these things, right? Now, I'll also come over, so you know this is about 1 level per day. Okay, now let's come over and look at our protectors. Protector fields takes very similar. It's almost to the point of taking over 1 day. So I can get rid of all this, and you can see like it's still going to take forever for me
You
to
didn't even build your
3 million.
other 2.
The totems?
Yeah.
No, why would I?
I love that energy. I built all of them.
Why would I
so
build
that
my other 2 totems?
I built all of them, so they're all just there. They're so cute.
No, I don't agree with that approach. I think that you're better off making your T1 as strong as humanly possible right now, because a lot of the captures that you do, you're not even capturing with your second and third team. You have the defensive regroup card, and you're just firing off your first squad over and over and over again. So right now, at this point of the game, I really just need my first team to be as strong as possible. We'll get to the second and third. Like it's not like we'll never do it. We still have 30 days left in the season. But the point is, if this thing goes to 30, and by the way, previous seasons it's gone to 35. So I don't know how strong this actually goes. But right now, I'm still doing 1 a day. And so just to show you, I want to show you those chests. So when you think about, oh, how are you going to possibly do this, right? Let me show you something. So when I unlock these chests right here, I showed you it was 40,000 mushrooms and 20,000 things. So what does that translate to? Okay. So remember, again, this totem, it was going to take me, when you're trying to factor in, I'm only going to get 1 a day. It was going to take me 10 hours to my next level for this. Okay, now let's watch when I open up these chests that you get. All of a sudden, I just erased 10 hours and I'm able to upgrade it, right? You can see here 10 hours. So let's just use enough to get through this level so I can show you how much time you're actually getting from those chests. We catch up.
I like that you said they have a toupee.
I know.
The fact that you're not just opening them all when they can't be stolen from you.
Well, the reason why I was trying to do that was to just show how many hours. Like, so that's 10 hours. And now we have the next one is going to take me it takes you a day and 6 hours to do. Right? So I just did 10 hours for the ones that they gave me. And now we have 24. This is like 30 hours. And we can knock it down to 16. So it gave me 24 full hours with those boxes off the build time, is what it did.
And without those boxes, guys, you literally cannot upgrade the totems. Like,
it just takes a day. It takes over a day now.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So to get to your point of like, okay, open the second and third one. Well, I'm on level 12 to 13. This is now going to take me 16 hours. So my next upgrade will clearly be here. And at some point, it may become beneficial for me that I'm better off opening my second and third for myself. But I'll tell you what, if I'm a free to play low spend, there is no way I give a crap about opening these until I'm maxing my first.
Do you think you'll be able to max it before season ends?
Which one? The totem? This one, the main
Yeah.
one? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Because we have so many captures. Like it was, we still have 29 days left in the season. And I'm now within striking distance of like if I could do something like one a day. The captures are where we're getting all of the defense and stuff is where they're giving those chests. And so like just for today, like you get them in here. Where is that? Was it? Oh, where was that I was grabbing all those? Where the hell did I get them? I forgot where it was now that I grabbed them. Oh, was it? No. It's
Under faction tech.
Faction tech. That's where it was. War spoils. So it's destroyed by faction is in here. So I think it shows you. Show you where you can get those. Does it tell you the? It doesn't give you a little eye to tell you how often you can get those chests. Destruction. Oh, right here. Destruction earnings, $2.99 so far. But I don't know if it shows you how many you get per. How do you tell how many you're getting? Like per building destruction? I don't know. I have to look
Excuse
at
me.
that to see.
I just had on my
War spoils.
787 base.
One-time reward. Destroying enemies gives you one-time rewards. It says faction boss, faction territory, tech recommendation. It doesn't tell you the one-time rewards. How many one-time rewards? Interesting. What were we saying, bud?
On my 787 base, I'm making Wisconsin proud because I was gathering and not a single person hit me off my tiles like on Buster Day, which is amazing. It's probably a new record.
Well, yeah, it's a long time. Buster Day. I like you call it Buster Day.
Well, because that's what it's called. It's called Enemy Buster.
I know.
And I think Buster's just funny. Like it just sounds funny. Like they were like, "You're gonna go bust those enemies." I was like,
Yeah.
"Who came up with this?"
But you're getting these you're getting these spoils from all the factions that are killing on your service. So far the destruction earnings are $2.99. You're going to continuously get it. I mean, if you look at how many I think it shows you how many I forgot where the hell that map was. There was a map that shows how many people. Oh, I know where it was. It's in the leaderboard. And it shows you in the faction. Is it here? It shows you somewhere. It shows you. Well, I was just looking at it yesterday too, so I know it showed it somewhere. It shows you
You're
like how
exposing your faction tech. How dare you?
Oh, I don't care. Give me a break. I find it hard. I think that they messed up with the faction tech. To be honest with you, I think everybody's going to complete your faction tech without a problem. Like it's going to be 2 seconds. Like we're already at the bottom one, and there's one left. Like I think everybody is going to have the. I think they made it too easy. That's what part of being a guinea pig is. As they continue
It's
down the road of the
definitely too
season,
easy.
yeah, it's too easy. They need to make that harder.
The people at later servers are like, no, we want it easy. No, suffer.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. Oh, I think this is all based off of season 5. There was so much hate on season 5. I really think that they just made a lot of these rewards too easy. Isn't ranting this early? What did it say, Ant? We don't like when QB isn't ranting this early. What's wrong with? No, I'm incredibly happy. No rants. No rants today, Ant. That's a thing, Ant. It's like you only get the truth. So if I don't fake the rants. I have to actually be passionate about something or upset about it.
I mean,
And
I
I
can
just
make him upset about something. Just give me a few minutes.
it's true. She sure can. Uh, I don't like that if an alliance in our server that's in a pack with a different server has red bases. Alliance, our server has a pack with a server within your faction Flightboard. You don't.
Yes.
They don't get red bases.
Yes, they do.
What do you mean? Like I'm like 188 is where's this? 193 is against us. Where's 188 is right here. 188 is blue. They're in a different server than me. 118 and 188, I get blue.
So
Only
this is what happens when you have another server in your alliance and they have a pact with somebody else. When they were next to us in the mud, their bases were red. And that happened to
yeah.
like more than one person. And they shouldn't be red because
I don't
they're
know. They're not.
allied.
Yeah, but they're not. Yeah, for us they're not. I mean, it's they don't. We don't have them be red. Like, look, they're blue. You can see right on our page. I'm showing him, and this is 188 in the blue. Now, granted, we don't have a pack with them, but all the people in our faction are blue. If you're in our faction, it's blue. If you're in the other faction, it's red. You're in versus against them.
There's too many
What do you
shades
mean?
of blue.
I'm in versus against who? We're in versus against like a random like K55 or something. K55, 129 we're in versus against. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll have to take a picture of it when I see it again because I was very stressed.
Please do, because I love the way that I could tell exactly who I'm supposed to fight, when I'm supposed to fight, whether I'm in a faction, whether I'm in the pack with them or not, unless they're in the other faction. And I like
just
how
think
they separate
it's pretty funny that they only give us like 4 colors
They actually
on the map of houses.
Well, so they have like there's this blue, right? There's our blue from what we are. There's this blue, which is light blue. And then oh, you're in versus with another alliance. Oh, I see what you're saying. So they make it red? Be dark red if you're in okay. Okay, yeah, I have not had that. That's kind of stupid. Well, first of all, it's dumb of them to do that for your versus opponent anyway. Like, they're just messing up with this versus stuff. I don't know what they're doing with the versus opponents, but it's not very smart how they're doing it. But you have blue, and what they do is if I can find like the team that you're packed with, so everybody's red, and then when you go to the team that you have a pack with, it's like a dark blue. Find where the hell the team is. Make everybody dizzy. Make myself dizzy sometimes going around. This is what I do in kill event day when I'm looking for kills. This is what I do. Yeah, I'm a manual map scout. I'm a manual map scout. This is how I do it. I play the game.
The map's too big. I got lost. I complained in AC last night. I was like, guys, I cannot even find task right now because everyone has released their task from all these different spots. I was like, nobody's staying in the same place for long enough. I don't know what's going on. And they were like, but it's okay. And I'm like, no, it's not. They're messing with my life.
Oh, here it is. Okay, here you go. So see, you can tell the difference between where you are and where your pack where the team you're aligned with for a pack. You can tell the difference, right? So there's 3 colors basically on the map showing you your server, your who you're aligned with. I'm sorry, your alliance, your server, and then who you're aligned with here, your pack team. They're different colors. They're different colors. But here's the thing that drives me nuts is, the when they were doing the squares and they have like 18 different colors on the map, it's like there's no need. You just need 2 colors. That's it. 3 colors is fine. Like you're doing their property, yours, and then your own is green. So that's fantastic. But when you start doing this, when you're doing this nonsense, it's like What the hell is that, Bun?
I actually don't even know. I get so stressed out when I look at maps because I'm like, why do they not make anything make sense? Or like, give me a way to select how I want to view the map. Like, I would like to see it, I just want to see what my server owns. I just want to see what my faction owns. I don't want to see 9,000 things of different patterns,
Hmm.
different hues of pink
Hmm.
and blue and green. They do
But
it too much, and then I am like beyond frustrated because then I'm like,
yeah,
okay, which one's vertical lines? Which one's
oh, it's the
squiggles?
dumbest shit on the planet. I mean, honestly, like how effing dumb is it when they have like a million colors? It's
And then
stupid.
like it's like it's not like they have gosh, what's it called when like an answer key basically that says
Oh
like
Jesus.
what shape and color.
Oh fuck! It's just so dumb. There's no need for it. It's just not necessary. It would be one thing if you're like, well, you have to do this because there's not a better idea. Yeah, you know what they came out with? Text. Holy shit! Is that crazy? Text. You need the same view, and then you just put the alliance number and the name on it. That's it. That would be your faction view. If you don't like it, then just switch over to this view. This could be your default view. When you switch over, just add text onto those same things. You don't need colors. Fucking, it just drives me nuts. Who looks at this? I mean, you have to be out of your mind if you're sitting here trying to decode this shit. It's horrible.
I mean, I just need them to give me like a chart that has like this alliance is this color with this shade. Or if they even made one server all one shape, like that would make it easier for me. But they don't. They just like throw colors and shapes at the wall and are like, boom, that's the
Yeah,
one you get.
shapes. What are we doing? Just use text.
Okay. And like it just makes it really hard when you're trying to like map
This.
plan and like count and figure out captures and like where they move. And that's why there's so many people who have these elaborate systems with map planning. And shout out to all the map planners because it is not easy to like figure out where you're going to go and who has what captures and who has this and that. And then there's timers for everything. And why
Yeah.
is there no drop down box of when everything I own expires?
Yeah, I mean, like I could tell, I could dissect in 2 seconds if this just had like a large. You have this huge square. So if you just put, if you just put 118 right here, UXW, you would. How hard is that?
So hard.
I mean, you look at this map and you'd be like, oh, okay, this is UXW. Okay, oh, they're over here. They're 193 is right here, and they have blah. It's just, you know what I mean? It just be so much easier. Like if you zoom in, you can see they start adding it right here, right? In this small little writing. And do we need the moose head? Honestly, do we need the moose head? Do we
Obviously.
do we
It's
need
so
that?
cute.
Like if you're trying to separate like a pond from the barracks, from the villages and whatever, then just put village. Just write it. You have all this unused space right here. Oh, you know why they're probably saying that? They're probably like, oh, because if we add that, it's going to be gaudy. It's just not going to look nice. That's the problem. It
That's
won't
definitely something
appear.
they care about in this game is looks.
It's good. Oh my god. So anyway, I mean, honestly, it just hurts your friggin' eyes, like to just try to look at that shit. It's terrible. You do it season after season. You would think, like at this point, it's time to change it. It's time.
No, they don't think about that. They just honestly, I honestly think that in the boardroom they have a little bullseye thing and they just throw a dart.
Oh, is that it?
This is the plan. I mean,
I like.
it has to be because it doesn't make any sense any other way. Like, why does this keep happening?
I like that you think there's a boardroom.
I mean, how
do
else do you think they're meeting?
you
Do
think
you
they're in
think
a
it's just like
boardroom?
a bunch of millennials and they're just like on WhatsApp and like, hey gang?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. I think that they're. I think they put somebody else in. Like the people who. I don't think the people who own it are probably making any of these decisions. And you just hire people and whatever, and they say, "Oh, you do this," and they probably just get emails to vote on what they could do. And there's probably a handful of them that are just like, "I don't give a shit, whatever. As long as my account keeps getting that ore money, I don't care what you do with the game." Are they buying ore? Yeah, they're still buying ore. Okay, then I'm all right. I'm good. I'm gonna go fishing today. I don't care. Like, are they still
Oh
buying
my
Valor?
God.
Are those people still buying a shit ton of Valor? Okay, cool. No, I'm gonna go watch my kid's soccer game. I'm all set. I don't need to be here. I've done my job. I created Valor. The $1 billion idea. Thank you. You're welcome. My contribution to the business.
They just come out with the most extreme crazy things, and it brings me so much joy that they sit somewhere and think about them. I was thinking about like, hey, when's our next event going to be? Because I feel like there's one coming.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what is it? And I can't remember because.
What is the next event? Father's Day.
Is it 4th of July?
Is it going to be a daddy base? It might be. It might be.
Well, it's Memorial Day weekend and we don't have anything. So I was like, when is the next one? Because I can't remember from last year.
Not gonna do
if they did a Father's Day, I would change my name to Daddy Bun.
It would be a daddy base. Be a daddy base.
Okay. Who's your daddy?
So I did want to. One thing I talked about earlier. I was going to do a quick mix squad that we found. We didn't find it. Somebody else actually found it. I'm just going to show you it because I got the info. So Doberman got an interesting report to send over for the tank squads, actually. And I highly encourage you to try it out. It did do a few levels. I haven't played around moving people around or anything, but I would say go ahead and try it. So if we come into area 2, is it, I think, ends up being the tank? Yeah, so it's missile squad. Yeah, whatever you want, tank squad. You can try this out in your sandbox arena. We could do it actually in the sandbox arena. Been done it, but here's the thing. Both defenses for tank, Marshall, Kim, Lucius. What do you think of that? Fun. What's your initial impression? So 3 defense, Marshall and Kim. That's it. How about that?
I do not understand the RNG, the whatever it is that made them come up with this expedition situation where we have people who were throwing in random heroes. Well, let's just see what you do.
Exactly.
First of all,
that's the fun of it.
That's not right many people have that much gear. So
you got to switch. I got to switch around. Again, that would be nice if they had
all your gear.
If they had the button to go like take off gear and then put on gear, and they did the loadout settings like they did with tactic cards. People have been asking it for seasons. If they had done that, they would have came into this and everybody would have been super excited. But you have to fight one area at a time. The people that take their time. Here's the thing about these areas, right? So you don't really have to, like this time, I can kill more than are here for the Diva expedition. I can kill more of these than can, but so when you use the core card in this expedition, you kill more, which is great. Initially, I was like, I want to see how many I can kill, and that's fantastic. However, what you find is it's very difficult to mix squad things in this expedition when you use that core card, because the core card only lasts 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes, every 4 hours, you only get 15 minutes to test in the environment. And so I'm mixing squads around and I'm testing. And all of a sudden I can't kill anything anymore. And then I realized, it wasn't necessarily that my mix squad didn't work anymore. It's that the card expired. So now I got to go back and figure out which ones didn't work and I got to redo it again. So this time, what I did was I'm not getting as many as possible. I have 11 days to get as many as possible. So the last day I'll use the core card on the best lineups to just max out my rewards for this DVA thing. But in the meantime, because I want to experiment and move things around and try, I'm not going to use that core card because that way it gives me unlimited time to test instead of only 15 minutes. That makes sense.
It's still a pain in the behind, guys. Expedition is going to be something that I look at and I'm like, does anybody else want to do this? Because I don't.
Really? See, I love this. I love it. I do this all the time.
Yes, but you are way nerdier than I am when it comes
100%.
to this stuff.
My
Like
wife
some of
can
you
go.
guys,
My wife can take me to shopping and anywhere now. I'm good. I don't have. I'm just on my phone doing this. I'm at Kohl's in some random aisle just doing this, just walking aimlessly around a carousel. Shout out to me, guys, if you know what I'm talking about.
okay?
Say anybody else out there?
She's like, I'm just gonna buy 12 more throw pillows, and you're like, yeah,
Absolutely.
honey, that's great.
Exactly.
So anyway, I tried out Carly in this, and she's gonna be like, I don't care.
Oh no, yeah, I'm
Okay.
not talking to her about it. What am I, insane? No.
Okay.
I'm not making up a fake reality. I'm just telling you that you'll find me randomly walking in circles around some random carousel. Here, you want to know a funny thing? Sometimes I don't even know where I am because I'm walking aimlessly and I'm completely rude. Like I could be, walking in people's ways, whatever. And then I randomly realize that I'm like in the women's area, like at the bras or something, like walking around. I don't know where I am. Just walking aimlessly, and then I look up and I go, oh, I probably shouldn't be standing here. So let me go over to like another creeping out every woman who's reported me to like the front area.
Is he taking photos of us? No, he's playing Last Word. Calm down.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bud. They're like, that guy's recording us in the women's area. No. He's way more geekier than that. I promise you. He's not looking at you.
What's even funnier is like so many of us that play this game, like when we find another Last Word player out in the wild, it's like, oh my God, you play too? But it's not like we go out of our way and we're telling everybody at the places we work. And like, if you go to like some place of church or something, you're not like, oh, I play this game Last War where like it consumes a large chunk of my life. And like, I go on a YouTube channel and I rant about like the things the dubs are doing wrong.
Yeah.
Because like they're going to look at you like, are you okay?
Absolutely. I've wondered sometimes when you walk by people in real life, when you walk by people and you think like, you'll see somebody around wartime and they're on their phone. You just think to yourself, oh, is that guy fighting right now? Is he fighting? Probably not. He's not fighting.
Yeah, like the amount of parents that are like, I'm at my kid's game and like I'm on the bleachers like trying to help out best I can. I'm like, this is honestly like, it's a problem because so many of us are like in just random spots trying to like win a war.
Yeah.
Little pixels can do it. Crazy. And like real life is happening around us, and we're like, hey, sorry, I just stopped here randomly. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't Ash. My bad.
But typically, I do the so when I'm ready, I'll give you guys. I don't know if you do this, you don't do this. I don't know. But so when my wife's in the store, if I don't give a crap about time and maybe I need to hear something on the radio or I got to do something, maybe I could do something last word, whatever it is, I'm a car waiter. I'll wait in the car. No problem. I'll wait. I got to do this. And I'll just be like, no, not this time. You go ahead. I'm going to do this. And it's okay. Like it'll buy me 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It doesn't work every time though, because for some reason I'm supposed to go in the store and participate in this shopping event that we're doing. So when I go into a store and I have to be in there and I want to leave, because the number one thing women like to do that drives me nuts is
go on.
You start in one area to buy something and you've seen that thoroughly. And then you go to 2 or 3 other areas in the store and you always have to come back to the original one just to check it again. What was that? What? I know I saw something over there I like. Let me see that one again. What do you think about this? Don't ask that. What do you think? My answer is always the same. I love it. I think you should get it. Always the same. Yeah, oh, absolutely. I would get that immediately. And I also do the creeping thing, bud. So when I want to leave, I 100% invade my wife's space. I'm a creep. Like, you don't want to be in the store anymore. Because you're like, Jesus Christ, will you just get away from me? that means it's time to go. If I'm creeping, your space is gone. I'm over your shoulder. I'm saying everything you pick up. I'm like, oh, put that in the cart. Oh, we should get that. That would look great. It's time to go.
Honey, that color looks great on you. Do you want to get a few more of those?
Like 100%. I just want out of the effing store. I will do anything to get out of the store at that level. When I'm at that level, it's just show me on a map the fastest way from point A to point B to get out of that store, and I will take the route. So that's me trying everything. But when we play this, you bring up this. Oh my God, I could be in the store for 40 minutes, bud. I don't care. I'm just.
I mean, to be fair, we really can just. We have this wonderful ability to like go out, get a nice beverage, go to a look around store, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Kohl's,
Yes.
and we just browse. We're
Yes.
like, maybe I need new blouses for work. Let me go see what they have.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I do think I wanted to get a new platter because I'm having a work party and I want to take a nice platter instead of the one that I use for family function in case I don't get it back. Like, women's brains are so chaotic. And the fact that we can just like go to these stores and literally spend hours there just looking at things and still only get a couple things. We're just
100%.
I don't know what the equivalent for a man is, but that's just our piece.
Well, we can go to places and I mean, listen, there's stores that myself, I can go into like if I want to dick around and waste time, you can put me in like I don't know, like a Dick's Sporting Goods or something. I'll find stuff to look at. I don't know. I'll go all over. I can go all over that shop and take a look at stuff. I'll be in the golf area. I can go to the pickleball area. I don't even play baseball. And for whatever reason, you can put me and I'll find something interesting to look at with the bats or something. Like I can waste a shit ton of time in a place like that. Get me like a place with guns, like a Cabela's where there's knives and shit. Oh man, let me tell you how much time I can waste in a Cabela's. I'm telling you, it is.
I love that.
Yes. There is something that happens sometimes when you're in a Cabela's with like other men at the Cabela's, and you just like, I'll pick up something sometimes, and somebody look at me and give me the nod, like, yeah, I'd get that.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, that's a really good one. We have a store that's similar to that here. We have Cabela's, but we also have a store called Shields out here, and Shields has a Ferris wheel in the center of it.
Oh Jesus!
And it has like, you know how us girls, we love our cups. Like every beverage cup brand, all the best designs of it. And then you just see the guys like over there with like the meat processing area and the meat rub area and the guns and the knives. And I'm just like, look at this pretty cup over here. Oh, look, down here they have like a section for women specifically that's like bath salts and like cute little jewelry for us. It's like they literally set this store up to be like, guys, don't worry. You can go over there. We'll distract them over here. Okay, there's a bowling lane in it, like 2 bowling lanes.
See, YSR is with me.
They have like a little shooting range too, like with like a little fake gun, like how you do at a carnival. They have that there. They just have so many activities.
I would do that. I'd spend a lot of money. If they put a fake gun like thing at Kohl's, holy shit, they'd make so much money. Every guy in the planet, there'd be a line. There'd be a line for people to go there.
We would never see you again, though.
No, you wouldn't.
There'd be no more reviews. His Sundays at Kohl's would just be him in the range.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Okay, so look at this. So this expedition lineup that we were talking about. So you have Marshall, you have 3 defenders. That's kind of the idea here with throwing in Lucia the shielding. The idea of this lineup is to give Kim as much time to cook as possible. Again, Kim is obviously the strongest attacker in this battle. Really the only one providing the battle that Marshall is buffing. One thing that somebody messaged me about that I did want to bring up, a great point that they were saying, hey, remind people of, and it is a great point. Make sure your chips are right when you're fighting an expedition, because it's very easy to have the wrong chips. When you enter an area, your chips are set to 1, and if you go to your other teams, you may have chips at different things, so make sure that is right. But watch, I want you to see how much damage Kim does in this battle. Look at this.
See, he's just doing nerdy things, guys.
They like this stuff. I'm telling you.
I know.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
WWC
Some of these
loves the
these
sandbox.
guys like literally frighten me with how into this information they get. I'm like, I didn't know so many people had spreadsheets until this past month of like I won't shame them publicly, but they keep track of like all of their heroes with all of their gear. How many more blueprints they need to upgrade this, the order they're going to do it in, all just beautifully done on a spreadsheet. And I was like, you know what? I would probably use that. That would probably help my brain a little bit, just be more organized, because sometimes I open things and I'm like, no, I can't do that right now.
Yeah.
I just get the stress.
I want to see, that was I want to try this lineup to see. I have not tried this yet, but no, defeat, less. Okay. So that was less. We could do some live sandboxing right here. We'll put this over here. Let's try Kim in front, and let's give this a shot. She's 107 in that move. Let's do the same thing with, let's just switch these two around and see what we get in this lineup. 109, still had the best lineup. I'll try one more where I'll switch them. We'll put Kim here, and then I'll do this. We'll give this a shot and see what we end up with. Nope. So I had so far it looks like the best lineup that I had, which was this lineup here, where it's Williams, Murphy, Marshall, Kim, and Lucius.
See?
So I'd give that a try. That's all I'm saying.
Like, you should put Braz in there.
Braz. Fuck out of here, Braz. So
I can't call him Braz because it sounds like bras, so I call him Braz. I'm like, I'm not trying to go around and be like Braz.
Seinfeld with with the bra. With the bro.
Yeah. What are you thinking about Braz?
I'm gonna call him the bro.
People were like, oh, where are you putting him? I'm like, nobody's putting him anywhere.
No, I don't. Well, here's the thing. Ultimately, I'm going to lock him on Thursday anyway, so we could throw him in here and try it on Thursday to see what he does. But I'm not lifting up I'm not using any of my skill medals on him. It was the same with Venom. I have 3 teams that I'm actually going to use heroes on. I'm not using Braz and Venom that I'm going to waste my skill medals over there. And that's really what it comes down to. Like, so in the time when there was 4 exclusive weapons, it made sense that I can put things on Sarah. I can use my skill medals because I actually have a way to use Sarah for like 6 months of the season where she's incredibly viable. It made sense to do somebody like Scarlet where you can go seasons where Scarlet in your tank squad is viable. But I don't see any way. What are you going to try to do other than a world boss, some kind of random event, even this event? Even if you're like, oh, yeah, Braz and Venom work in this event, even if that were true, I'm not going to use my skill medals to up them for 3 more chests. It's like crazy. Like, I have actual heroes that I'm going to use 98% of the time more often that I want to use my skill medals on, including, by the way, the Awakening skill that you want to use them on. So I have no interest in. I find it crazy that they're unlocking these things and these heroes and give them a good enough skill. It's like Braz is never going to get in my missile squad. It's crazy.
I like to do this really fun thing where I put my tiny squad inside of like the strongest player, which is Bomber in 104. Like I'm protecting him, and then I'm like, Bomber, don't worry, I got you. And he's like, thanks, but I'm like, anytime. Okay. Squad's double mine. I'm like, but I got you. Don't you worry.
Axel, that's a great question. So I think based on how Diva's skill, Awakening skill is and how it gets stronger, because the other thing is right now we're still raising the Diva Awakening skill, right? That's what you have to factor in. It's still getting raised. But I would say that it's going to take away any benefit of any of 4+1 um with Murphy in air, because the what you were doing when you had, let me go to her skill set to show you when it comes to Diva. Because her awakening skill, one of the things that absolutely kills you is it's prioritizing front row enemies. So somebody could send you a battle report and show you 1 star, maybe it's working. But when you get to 2 stars, you're getting the 20% damage increase, right? And if she's prioritizing front row, then putting Diva in the front row is really not going to work anymore. She's going to get slaughtered by Diva. So you
Somebody in
really
the
can't.
Discord actually asked if we had it might have been, I have to go look. Somebody asked if we had like the data of how much it increases with each star,
Yes, I
the
do.
damage that you could do. Yeah, so they want
Oh,
to see that stuff.
oh, so the damage, you mean actual like sandboxing damage?
Yeah.
I don't have the millions. I have the stat numbers, but I don't have the actual sandbox of like per. It felt like, I don't. It felt like a waste to me early on, because it's very easy if you're using Diva and whatever to get her up. It's very easy to increase her with only 20. Like, you're only going to get 20. That's 100. So if you're using a team 1 and she's on it, you're going to immediately take her to 2 stars. If she's going to be on your second, you should be unlocking her. And if you have a viable second, it's not that hard to get her to 1 star with 100 extra on the side. You should at least unlock her, if not get her to 1. If she's on your third team, then you're not even going to worry about it if you're free to play low spend. So it didn't feel like it was usable enough to sit here and sandbox to that level. But 2 star, yes, I will have everything for 2 star moving forward on everybody as I increase them by even a little bit, from 1 star to like 1 point. As I go up by point, I'll go back to my original numbers, and I'll have it charted out for everybody. I'll put any
Thank
chart
you.
that I come in, by the way, any chart that I do moving forward, I will put in our Discord in the season 6 chart so you guys can see it. So
QB's been working hard, guys. He's just super busy because it's during the season. And I'm like
God.
zero help with the sandboxing thing because I get bored after like 1 gear swap.
Yes, very.
I'm just a girl.
Just a girl in the
I'm
world.
entertainment, okay? I don't do the sandboxing. I look for somebody else to do the hard work for me, and then I just input it, you know?
We were doing so Diva. So I've been testing this, the Diva, trying different folks to make her stronger. Well, but the other thing I wanted to is not only the Diva thing that you were talking about in the front row. I was just saying her skill, her awakening skill for front row. It kind of diminishes that reward for putting her in the front row, because when you're going against air, because he's also attacking the front row. But then to your point, like, do I want Murphy? And the problem is she gets a boost for every air person that's in the squad. So I think it says it in the air ace boost. So inspired by allies, for each aircraft hero in your squad, this hero gains 1 stack of boost, up to 5. So you actually lose stacks when you use Murphy. So it's kind of like, it's kind of getting you twice, where it's going to hurt you. And if you're not seeing it in the first star, you're going to see it. I truthfully believe this is why they came out with this for the mixed squad. It's also why you don't see as many mixed squads once you get 5 exclusives on missile. You can try the Lucius missile lineup. You can do this, but most people that have missile have air as their second. And if you take Lucius out of air, it kind of defeats the purpose of air. So you're going to keep Lucius in your air lineup instead of moving it. Marshall with missile is very viable when it's your first, especially through season 4. But even that starts to diminish as you move forward. So, and really, when you look at the skills, it's really as many missile people in their lineup is where the majority of the heroes have that in their skills. If you read them, it's multiplied by the number of missile heroes that are in there. So that's why you don't see as many. And I think that they're kind of getting to that. I'm wondering if they're going to do that similar to the air people. As you get different awakening skills, it's going to be multiplied by the aircraft people. They've clearly been trying to get rid of the 4+1 Murphy with air. I mean, I think they showed that by not having the card in season 6. I think that now the awakening specifically calls out Diva's airborne or her ace, whatever the hell that thing is called. It's the number of air in your lineup. I think they're obviously they're not happy with how OP it was, so they're leveling it out. And I think this will do a great job of that.
Guys, guess what time it is? It's time for Bun to go get coffee and go and wander around stores without a man.
Enjoy, Bun. Enjoy.
Thanks so excited.
On. Always fun to have you.
You're so welcome. You guys be good and be nice to QB, okay? He's doing his best.
All right, Bun, everybody. You want to talk to Bun more? Just go to Discord. She's there all the time. She's talking to you. She is admitting you. She might be muting you, depending on what you're doing. So be nice to Bun, because you can't be going against the rules of the Discord, folks. So, all right. So we will. Bun is going to go get her coffee. We will jump into our. Let me say. We'll do account reviews real quick. Before we go out, I did want to. So we basically summed up we talked a little bit about the season 5 stuff, right? Where it basically gives you an idea of the map and why it's so complex right now and crazy with all the captures and the packs and everything else. So that's what's making season 5 so crazy. Honestly, until we have more set battles, I'll probably start a little bit later with the Breakfast with QB because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm going to be jumping around so much, and you guys know I hate to share anything in our chats. I hate to share our location stuff. So it's not really, I can't do it. I just can't do the live when the season is. My team and my alliance, or my server comes first. So I can't do that stuff. So I'll probably take a break from that. Let me see. I think somebody said, who said they had a battle report? Somebody said they had a battle report for us. To go real quick, and then we'll go. I think we got to go to account reviews. Oh, free to play. Free to play was here. Damage Deepwood versus Letland regarding positioning. No, I don't. Triple Q. I don't think there's any difference. I think you can. It's what's different is the person that's running your strategy. That's going to be the difference. Everything else is fine. It doesn't matter. Unequip all would make the game too. Yeah, no, they should be unequipped all. They should have a button. I mean, it's ridiculous. Sitting outside holding her. This guy. I don't know who Shane is, but he's spot on right now with his outside waiting in that chair holding her purse. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whatever will get you to play that global expedition. That's fantastic, dude. Rocking it. Love that. I was at the mall during one of the soil beds. Yep. Been there, bro. Been there. Wherever I am, everything stops. I'm walking, fighting. I'm sitting, fighting. Okay, I'll tell you one more that happens that maybe you guys have or not. I will say if we need to go somewhere, we're going to be late to a party or we're going to be, whatever. I will tell her she needs to drive. Because for two things: one, we're fighting, or two, I'm waiting to throw my shield on. Like I have to pay attention because I'm unshielded right now, and I have 15 minutes more. She just I get an eye roll, and straight to the driver's seat. I just sit and I watch my pace while I'm waiting to shield. So those two things for you guys. That's just reality situations of QB's life. All right, let's see. Carly is terrible though. It feels wrong adding her to the first squad. Axel, she's okay in high tank battles, I fought well with her in. With my 5 air, I've done in 3v3 arena. I fared well with my 5 air beating. Actually, another one, guys, I will show you, by the way. So I was, I think it was Vulture. I think it was. Let's see if I have one with Vulture that I was able to win here. So if you guys look at Missile and this, I was able to win this consistently before Diva Awakening came out. And Vulture is using 4-1 with Murphy constantly in this lineup. I had no problem winning this consistently. Right, like 4 out of 5, 5 out of 6. Now, since he went to full air and he did the Awakening, I'm actually not winning this as often. I actually won this one, and you could see just barely winning this one. Just squeaking by. And then there's the one that I lost right after this one. So it's like hit or miss winning here. You could see I lost this battle. Carly. So this was I was winning all the time, like I said, with the 4+1 there. So I think the game's aware of the problem actually with the Carly. I also think they changed some kind of meta because I was seeing an increase randomly in my stats and power with Carly. I think sometimes the only way you can tell this stuff changes behind the scenes in the meta. They can tell you in the notes, in the production notes. But then I think they change stuff because I'll be looking at this stuff in 3v3, analyzing and looking the stats, and all of a sudden I'll see like a jump. And I'll look and I go, oh, it didn't come from stuns. And I think when it comes to air, they can change the meta at any time on you, and you wouldn't even know the difference. You honestly wouldn't, because you don't blink at air because of the stuns. It's so off the map different all the time when you're fighting that you don't even blink. You're like, wait, that was always winning, and now this isn't. You just assume like, oh, they probably got 2 more stuns. Freaking stun me. You just assume it. You don't even look at it anymore. It's crazy. Crazy how they get away with stuff with air. I swear they adjust the air meta. Because of the different, I'll fight the same team in 3v3s, sandboxing, whatever. It changes so much. As a low spender tank main, is it okay to just unlock Diva and use your tank main? So if you're tank main, then that means you are Missile. So you're going to unlock Diva and use the rest of the shards on Kim. My question to you would be, why are you unlocking Diva? Like, I wouldn't do it just to do it. Like, as a low spend, are you really using your third team at all? I wouldn't recommend you lifting exclusive. I wouldn't recommend you, adding skill medals or, putting chips on your third. Like, why? You don't use the team. If you're low spend, you shouldn't be paying the $25 monthly fee to have a fourth team, and your third team should really be your collection team. You're low spend. Like, you can play the game just as well. You're going to make your T1 and T2 stronger if you just focus on it. It's going to make your wall stronger. It's going to make everything. You just don't fight with a third team. It's no big deal. No problem there. But yeah, you might lose some of the mix squad here and there, but what? What are you losing? You're losing some of the Lucius, but are you really looking to invest that many exclusive weapons into Lucius? Or the medals that it takes to lift the skills, or the mastery? Like you can't lift the mastery up. So you're still losing a crap ton out of the hero. I don't know. I think it's worth. I think it would be worth it if. Yeah, I know the awakening skill. I got you. But I'm saying I don't think I would be unlocking the awakening skill and using any of my shards. I mean, okay, so you get some of the when you get them, they're specific to your hero. And I was trying to decide myself even. I will show you. I have not even uncovered them. Look at all these. Look at all this the skill that they're giving me. So hero exclusive weapon is going right to Kim because I'm trying to lift her up past that 30 attack so I can then get Stetman to 20. So I right now can decide between Kim and Diva. So this is likely what he's referring to in like, what should I use? Should I use it on Diva instead of Kim? My answer would be no. The first one when you unlock is Kim. Those shards you have to use on Kim to unlock. So whether you are a tank team or not, I don't like, they didn't give me a choice. They just said, here's your Kim. Here was your Kim shards that I had to use. If you have a choice, then I would say no, I would not be unlocking her. I would be using these extra shards for Kim, if given the choice. Because you're not going to use Diva. So I would just worry about my exclusive weapon, worry about your T1, worry about your T2, and who cares about Diva? You're not going to air. Just push your T1 as far as you can, especially as a low spender. Keep pushing your T1, especially because you can get an extra point on the star. You know, you might be able to get 2. Maybe it makes you far enough to get 2. I know that I think it's what, 40 or no, it's 70. I think it's 70 once you get 2 full stars. So if that meant I get an extra point on my star or unlocking Diva and I was a low spender, no, I would be getting another point on my T1 star. Push, push, push. This is no different any other part of this game. You want to push that T1. And then go to the T2. And really, again, low spenders and free to play, don't worry about, you're unlocking your T2, right? Hero, whoever it is. So when Tesla opens up, in your case, you would unlock him. But I would say that's all I'd be doing. I would not even be worrying about Tesla. Full send on Kim's awakening skill. It's too powerful. It's too powerful to mess around because it's a 4. Once you get to 3, it's you're trying to get to 4 stars because it makes it 40% damage. That's huge. You're doubling from 20% to 40%. Oh my God. Man, would I be rushing to try to get that to 4-star. Using everything that you can. So an unlock makes sense on my team too, but the resources, it doesn't make sense. Especially if you go through season 5. You go through season 6. Because like I said, you're using that defensive regroup card to fight in battles, and you're, even when you're shielded, if you're reinforcing and stuff, you're using your T1 over and over and over again. And that's why my totem looks like that. I haven't opened up another totem because, again, I'm using my T1 over and over again. So I would heavily be stuck pushing my one in that. All right, let's go. Count review, folks. I'll have to do battle parts another time. We're gonna be here too late. We got a count reviews that I promised to get to. I think was up next. Lightboard, I think, was up. So we got to get to that. I promise people, I need to keep my promises. Yeah, okay. Who is up? Yes, Flightboard is up. Okay. Poor guy. Been like making him wait 2 weeks for crying out loud. It was tough to get through everybody in the beginning, so that's why this one has taken so long. We're getting caught up. I say that, and then the next there'll be like another oh, why can't I? Huh. I can't move this. That's very strange. Hold on. Try to close my Discord and reopen it. Heck, what's going on? Oh, maybe there won't be account reviews. I can't get my Discord working. My Discord is locked. Yeah. All right. Well, I can't get. I'm completely locked out. No Discord. Um. I don't know why that was happening. But all right, so I can't get this up for whatever reason. I am locked out for my Discord. So I'll tell you what I am going to do then. I will bring it up. I'll do a separate live just for the folks for their account reviews. Either later on tonight, or maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I have to be on for fighting maybe a couple times today, so I will follow it up and I will let the people know that are there. I'll reach out to each individual and let you know if I do the review for you during the fighting, because this is not working. So I'll figure it out. You know what happens sometimes, I think, when you're doing this on PC versus phone? Sometimes with your PC, you have like so many things going on. You didn't do like upgrades and updates, and like you're ignoring stuff because you have too much stuff going on. And then you end up in this with this issue. So all good is what it is. So I will, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Seeing if I could find a way in. But I cannot. Public. All right. Either way, people, good enough. Listen, I appreciate you all. You could have been anywhere on your Saturday and you chose to spend it with us, and for that, I thank you. That's QB18.